Hello and welcome to Breathwork and Resting Nidra Meditation. We're going to begin our practice with a seated breath technique. So come to a comfortable seat and stretch your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up, and then see if you can let your shoulders relax, even while you keep your hands lifted up at shoulder height and the elbows extended, a soft bend in the elbows. Here's the breath technique. We're going to turn and look at the right hand, and then we're going to take a breath in. Get a really big inhale here and then hold it. And as you hold the breath, turn and look at your left hand and then exhale. And then once you've emptied out, hold the breath again. So you're holding out and then look right. And when you look right, breathe in. Hold the breath, look left, breathe out. Hold the breath, look right, breathe in. Hold the breath, look left, breathe out. Keep going. Hold the breath, look right, breathe in. Hold the breath in, look left, breathe out. We're going to do this for a little bit longer. Hold the breath out, look right, breathe in. Hold the breath, look left, breathe out. Hold the breath out, look right, breathe in. Stay with it. Hold the breath. Look left. Breathe out. Just a few more like this. Hold the breath out. Look right. Breathe in. Hold the breath in. Look left. Breathe out. We're going to do two more. Hold the breath out. Look right. Breathe in. Hold the breath, look left. This is our last one. Look to the center, relax the arms down into your lap, maybe shake the shoulders a little bit. Let's do a couple of neck rolls just to release some of that tension you may have held while doing the breath work. Roll the shoulders up and back and down, and then up and forward. So you can do that breath anytime you like. One of the advantages of that breath is establishing control over the breath itself, right? So this is one of those breath techniques. Anytime we regulate our breath at all, anytime we bring our attention, mindfulness to the breath itself, this helps to calm the nervous system down. But this breath in particular, because we're breathing in, holding it, and then taking an action, breathing out and then holding it, we're establishing a lot of control over the breath. And so this really helps us to regulate, lower the blood pressure, and all sorts of other benefits from that. The other thing that that particular breath technique does is to help release tension from the neck and shoulders. It might not feel like it when you're doing it, but because there's so much effort involved in turning the head and breathing, you're activating all of the breath into the fascia network that connects all of that musculature. So we do a really good favor for our neck and shoulders with that breath. So hopefully that's going to create more rest for you as you come to your nest of comfort to get ready for Yoga Nidra. And so now we're going to move into the resting meditation portion. So I invite you to go ahead and stretch out into whatever shape you would like to rest. And then once you've settled, we're going to do the next breath technique. And this breath technique can be done either seated or laying down. So today we're going to do this next breath technique laying down. This breath technique, and I'll just tell you a little bit about it as you're settling in and stretching the body out, bringing blankets over you if you need, making sure you've got comfort for the back of your head, maybe elevating the backs of your knees with a rolled up towel or a pillow. You don't need any special equipment for a resting nidra meditation. You can stretch out on the couch, you can go to bed, you can make any kind of comfort that you need for this practice. Okay, Now, as you're completely settling the body in, this breath technique has a couple of different names, and you may have heard of it before. Durga is one of the names of this breath technique, spelled either D-U-R-G-A or D-I-R-G-A. Durga is the goddess in the Hindu pantheon who is both a mother goddess and who is also a warrior goddess. And so this particular breath technique is one of establishing a lot of control over particularly the inhale and the exhale. There's not really a whole lot of pausing as we did in that last breath technique. So I invite you to completely stretch out and get comfortable. We're going to practice Durga breath from a laying down position today. Now you can practice this breath when you're seated as well. But one of the things that I want you to do is you settle into this resting shape, whatever that means for you, whether that's just stretched out on the floor on a yoga mat, or you're stretched out on the couch or the bed, or with lots of pillows bolstered around you, however you settle into your comfort. The most important part here is to completely settle the body and let gravity begin to take over. And then the breath technique that we're going to practice before we begin the meditation portion is called Durga, after the mother goddess, also a warrior goddess. And then it's also known by another name, 3-part breath or belly breath. So the breath is a very slow, controlled inhale that focuses on expanding into the belly area first, and then the rib cage, and then the upper rib cage. And then when you fill all the way up, you're then going to focus the mind on exhaling from the upper ribs, the middle ribs, and then from the belly. Settle your body a little bit more. Allow complete stillness to come into the body so that you can really focus your mind on the 3-part breath, aka Durga breath. Now, as you settle in, begin to notice just the rise and fall of the natural breath without applying any kind of effort to it at this point. Just noticing the inhale and exhale. All right, let's begin. Durga breath. Inhale and fill your belly. And as you're laying, notice how the belly expands. And when your belly is all the way expanded, as big as it'll get, fill the rib cage. And fill the rib cage a little bit more until you can feel the air reaching up into the very top of the lungs, spreading your clavicles all the way up into the throat. Get as big as you possibly can with this inhale. And then when you're ready to exhale, letting the rib cage shrink in, and then the belly. So we're really directing the breath. Exhale fully. And then when you're ready to inhale again, focus on inhaling into the belly. Get the belly as big as it can possibly be, and then begin filling up the rib cage all the way up to the very tip top. Fill the breath all the way up to your collarbones. Fill your throat up. And then empty your throat. Empty the top ribs. Empty the middle ribs and the bottom ribs. Empty the belly out. This is a very slow breath. When you breathe in, make a beach ball of your belly. Make it as big as you possibly can. And then expand your rib cage. Keep breathing in. Get as full as you can. Fill the rib cage. Feel it expanding in every direction. And fill all the way up to your collarbones, all the way up into your throat. Get as much air in the body as possible. And then breathe out. Deflating the ribs, deflating the belly. Follow your own pattern here. You know the pattern now. Belly first, then the ribs, then the throat. And when you're ready to breathe out, exhale throat, ribs, belly. And keep this breath technique up for another couple of minutes. Expand belly, expand ribs, let your collarbones spread, get your throat full of air. And as you breathe out, direct that focus to deflating the ribs first and then the belly. Long, slow inhale, belly first, rib cage, throat. Empty the throat. Let the ribs shrink back in towards the spine. Use your exhale to pull the belly towards the spine. Got just another minute or so doing this kind of breath. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into the ribs. Fill all the way up to your throat. And a few more rounds just like that. Keep going. And then one last time, really, really fill up. Completely fill yourself with air all the way up. And then sigh it away. Open your mouth, make some noise. And then allow the breath to just be whatever it is. So you've established a lot of control over the breath for the last several minutes. And now I invite you to just let the breath happen. You are welcome to close your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable. If you want to leave your eyes open, soften your gaze a little bit. Make your focus fuzzy. And notice even if your eyes are closed or your vision is fuzzy here, that you can determine the dimensions of the room that you're in. Inviting yourself to focus on the floor underneath you, the walls of the room and the windows in the room and the ceiling. Maybe you notice the play of light on the back of your eyelids. Notice the sounds in the room, the sound of your breath. Maybe others in the room, other humans or pets. And notice the sounds outside of your room. Maybe the sound of heaters or traffic. Let all of these external sounds become part of your practice, just vibration. Be still. Let go of your thoughts. Follow the sound of my voice. Blessings and protection and safety in this space and in this time. There is nothing else to do. There is nowhere to go. There is no effort to be made. Breathe in fully and give yourself another big sigh. Let your body relax even more. And feel a deep sense of contentment in your heart, in your mind, and let the body relax just a little bit more. Notice if there are muscles that are still wanting to work and see if you can let them go off duty. Next up, we're going to move attention throughout the whole body. I'm going to call out parts of the body, and I invite you to bring your full intellect, your full attention to that part of the body. Notice if there's any tension in that part of the body and see if you can let it go. It's okay if you lose track as I go through these points of the body. If you do, just come back and notice and pick up where you left off at the sound of my voice. Notice your whole head, the skull, the scalp, your forehead, your face. Notice your whole head. Notice if there's tension in the eyes or the cheeks or the lips. And those tiny little muscles around the nostrils. See if you can let all of the musculature around the backs of the ears relax. Let your upper lip and your lower lip and your jaw soften. Bring your awareness to the back of your head. Soften. The front of your face. Soften everything. Your neck and throat. Soften. The shoulders and the upper ribs. The upper back. Soften. The collarbones. The pit of your throat. The upper chest. Soften. Notice the right side and the left side of the upper body, the neck and the shoulders, the right side of the head and the left side of the head. Soften, relax, let the muscles go. No effort. Notice your arms and your middle rib cage, front, back, and sides, the solar plexus area, the right arm and the left arm. Soften the muscles. And then the whole belly area, from the solar plexus, the base of the rib cage, all the way down to your pubic bone. Notice the whole belly area. Let go of all tension in the belly. Notice your right hip and your left hip, your right forearm and your left forearm. Notice the small of the back, the curve in your back, the elbows, the right elbow and the left elbow. Soften. Zero effort. And notice your pubic bone and your sacrum, your tailbone, the buttocks and the backs of the thighs, and the tops of the thighs. Soften. Release all tension from the upper legs and the groin. Bring your awareness to your knees. Let the kneecaps soften. The backs of the knees relax. Release all tension from the knees. Right knee, left knee, both knees. Notice your shins and your calves. The right lower leg and the left lower leg. Relax and soften. Let gravity take over here of the lower legs. Bring your awareness to your ankles and the tops of your feet and all 10 toes. Release that tension in the soles of the feet. Release tension, soften, let gravity. Bring your awareness to the palms of your hands and the backs of your hands. The back of your head and your face. your heart, and your belly. Notice the whole back of your body, the entire back of your body, from the back of the head down to the heels. Notice the right side of the body, the entire right side of the body, the entire right side, the right side of the body. Bring your awareness to the left side of the body, the left side of the body, the left side, the left side. Bring your awareness to the whole front of your body, from the top of the head and the hairline, the third eye, all the way down to the tops of your toes. Notice the whole front of your body. The front of the body, the front of the body, the whole facing front of the body. Notice your whole body, the entire body, as if you were sitting next to yourself, your sweetest friend, your dearest friend, you. Notice your whole body at rest. And know that this rest is your birthright. There is nothing you need to do to earn or deserve this rest. See your whole body at rest and take joy in this rest. Thank you for claiming your birthright. Rest here. You are whole. You are whole. And you are holy. Every breath is sanctified and sacred and sovereign. I invite you now here in this moment of peace and this dominion of grace and sovereignty. Name your intention, whatever brought you to your practice today. Allow that to crystallize in a few words in your mind and repeat it to yourself 3 times. And feel the impact of the vibrations of your breath extending through your whole body. Observe the energy in your body expanding and growing, extending everywhere and filling every nerve, every tissue, every cell and molecule of the body on the breath in, nourishing, and allowing gravity to settle your body a little bit more with every exhale, knowing that with no other effort, the intention that you have set begins to be true in the world, in your life. 0 effort. And bring your attention now to your eyebrow center and notice your breath, breathing all the way up into your third eye. Allow your mind to empty of words and thoughts, and just notice the sensations, the sound of my voice, and drop into stillness and quiet. Remain as motionless as you can. If you do need to move or adjust, do so gently and mindfully, and settle to stillness again as soon as you can. Resolve to remain awake, staying in touch with the sound of my voice. If you fall asleep, that's okay. Allow your entire body to respond directly and non-mentally to the words that I speak. And allow any disturbances or distractions, whether they are external or internal, to draw you more deeply into your rest, more deeply into the experience of resting and non-doing. Zero effort. And do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. Drop into the deepest state of tranquility and stillness and peace. Bring your awareness again to the third eye. Breathe in all the way up to your third eye. And now your consciousness is in direct communication with the energy of your body, your entire energetic body. Notice your breath. See if you can notice and observe the action of the breath without changing anything. Let your breath be slow and steady, and observe the movement that the breath creates in the body. And let this feeling of relaxation extend to every part of the body. And let the entire process of observing your breath be a vehicle to deepen the release of tension. And keep your undivided attention to the movement of your abdomen and your ribs as you breathe in and out. No struggle, no effort. Use the breath to release tension. And let your flow of breath be steady and calm. Be still. Bring your total attention to the energy field in the form of sensations in your body. Let tension melt, drain away, and dissolve. Bring your attention to your third eye, your eyebrow center. Empty your body and mind of thought. Deeper still into silence and stillness. Settle into this silent source of being. Be free of all inhibition and boundary of your body and mind, past and future. And feel the lightness of your energy body, still connected, but light and expansive. The power of presence and protection in your energy body, safe and secure. Experience the freedom of this dimension of rest, being released and freed from identification with your body and mind. Witness, simply witness and observe, and be at peace with resting and stillness. You are spirit. You are spirit, freed from all limitation. Freed from fear, from pain, from hurt, from suffering. And know here in this moment the healing wisdom of your body, liberated and functioning optimally. Relax into your physical experience and remain deeply established in your connection to spirit. Bring your attention to the center between your eyebrows and drop into the deepest level of relaxation. There remains nothing to do or achieve. You have entered the domain of grace. Merge into this space and be empty. in this domain of integration, you are witness of all that is happening, but doing nothing to make it happen. All that can never be done by your doing happens only in the non-doing presence of your being. Let go of fear, apprehension, anxiety. There is nothing to change or control or manage or do. You are time transcendent presence here and now. Return to the innate wisdom of the body and the spirit. Allow spontaneous, complete, and comprehensive healing everywhere at once. Replace regret, resentment with acceptance, forgiveness, reconciliation, healing. In your mind's eye, see your body at rest. Each breath in, suffused with golden light throughout the body. And each breath out, silver like the moon, shining in the night sky. Each breath in, the sun in the blue sky of day. Clear sky, night and day, sun and moon. Clear sky, day and night, gold and silver, sun and moon. Day, night, sun, moon, gold, silver. Breathe in the golden light of the sun. Breathe out the silvery light of the moon, resting on the earth. Resting on the earth. Rest on the earth. Silence. Blessing. before the body moves, bring your mind into your body and notice it at rest. And from this dominion of peace and sovereignty that you have created with your rest, name your intention again. Repeat it to yourself 3 times. And now, having contacted and been at your ease and resting at the headwaters of your source, the source, notice what the body needs, coming back to the here and now and noticing the solidity and the substance of your body. If there's anything that needs wiggles or stretches, there is no rush. We've built the time in for stretching and coming back to full awareness of daytime life. Give yourself time to roll to one side. Give yourself time to notice this sensation as you go from stillness to gentle movement. Pay attention to every detail. The more frequently you return to this place, to the headwaters, your source and spirit, the easier it is to get there and the longer you can stay. I invite you to take some enlivening breaths here. Take some big inhales. Sigh, stretch, blink the eyes, yawn. And send yourself some gratitude for showing up for yourself today and for each other. Thank you so much for being here today. We'll conclude with this brief meditation. As always, safe, healthy, happy, and free. You, me, everyone, all beings, everywhere, always. Let's go be a mighty kindness. Peace.